Hello, thank you for watching this brief presentation. 17% more of anything is a lot. If someone on Wall Street gave you $1.17 for every dollar you gave him, well, you'd take that deal all day long, right? That 17% return on investment gets even more appealing when the numbers start to get really big. And your investment has a lot more digits to the left of that decimal point. We are Ironworkers, Local Union 397, building Tampa and the Gulf Coast of Florida. And since 1924, we have honored a tradition of supplying the most skilled and productive craftsmen and women in the ironworking industry. In fact, according to a comprehensive study done on bang for your buck in construction, we are 17% more productive. If you're a construction user that has a relationship with Local 397, we hope you're pleased by that number. If you're not, whether you just don't know much about us or had an unfortunate experience once upon a time, maybe it's time to check out the Ironworkers again. Why? You thought you'd never ask. The 17% more productive finding comes from a 3-year study done by Independent Project Analysis Incorporated, a group that takes on large research projects involving the construction industry. The study involved hundreds of similar union versus non-union job sites. It was funded by 52 large industrial owners who just wanted to take a hard look in the mirror, study their own jobs, and learn the truth.
One of the things that we discovered in the course of this study is that in the United States, union labor was distinctly more productive than non-union labor. Some people, particularly those who have an ideological bias around the subject, were shocked at the result. Some people who actually understand it a little better were not shocked at all. Okay, so they said it couldn't be otherwise. It didn't surprise me for the simple reason that as I looked at the results of the study, one of the things that was perfectly obvious is there's a very clear relationship between labor productivity and wage.
The 17% more productive finding would be like keeping a non-union workforce on the job an extra 82 minutes a day, each and every day. It's like taking 100 of us and 100 of them and still having to hire 17 more of them just to try to keep up. Oh yeah, then the work still has to be done right, doesn't it? Several hundred projects studied, countless statistics and measurements of comparison that must make any head spin, and still can come down to a simple recognition of some basic facts.
I need to tell you a story about this because it's kind of funny. I was delivering the results of the labor productivity study to one of our major U.S. contractors. And I actually had their executive committee and their president and chairman were there. And when I presented the result around the union labor, it got an argument going, okay? And oh no, that can't possibly be right. I mean, blah, blah, blah. Finally, the chairman stopped the argument. He said, for heaven's sake, boys, he says, they're better trained. He said, because they're better trained, they're going to be more productive. Is that clear? That was the end of the discussion.
We spend millions of dollars just in the southeastern United States. Training is very expensive. I had a favorite bumper sticker years back, and it said, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. We believe that. It's absolutely a fact that if we're better trained, we have a more efficient and safer and productive workforce.
Our self-funded training not only demonstrates our commitment to being leaders in our industry, it's your guarantee of having the most skilled construction professionals in the business on your job. So not only are we the most productive, you're not paying for us to learn on the job. One thing about the best construction jobs, no matter where they are, is that the road to success begins before the first shovel of dirt is ever turned. We are as proactive as you want us to be. Plan the work and then work the plan.
If I have skilled labor and I involve that labor in the development of the planning for the work, and I done my development of the project correctly, I can get incredibly good results. And that's because everybody understands that the effective labor cost is hours times wage, not just wage. And the hours are what kill you.
So where do all these union craftsmen and women, the products of world-class training and safety programs, come from? Well, they come from all over. The Southeast region alone boasts 9 local unions. So no matter the size of your project, we'll provide the skilled manpower you need.
Each of those local unions have an apprenticeship and training program. We have thousands of union ironworkers that's been trained in those programs. We are currently doing large jobs. That's what we do. We service from the mom and pop contractor to the largest contractors in the world, and we deliver.
One more thing before I let you go. Although the productivity study is the most recent finding by the Independent Project Analysis Group, it is a few years old, and some may question that 17% more productive number today. We agree. We think it might be low, because in recent years, our commitment to labor and management working together is at an unprecedented level. The program is called IMPACT, the Ironworker Management Progressive Action Cooperative Trust. Never before have union leadership and signatory contractors worked so closely together to provide innovative programs and training, safety and performance that give us the competitive advantage in the ironworking industry. We know that our growth and market share is tied directly to our ability to perform for the customer. We invite you to attend any IMPACT meeting or conference, and you'll see firsthand that this is truly a program not of just words, but action.
The 1970s unions are dead and gone. They'll never reappear. I don't believe that. What I do see is 100% cooperation between the contractor and the union. And with that, we will carry that forward to the client. And the client writes the check. The client is everything.
On behalf of the management team and each and every member of Ironworkers Local 397, thank you for watching this message. An independent group of construction users with no dog in the hunt has determined that we are the most productive ironworkers money can buy. We think that's great, but we'd rather prove it to you. Thanks again.